Hi, I'm Rob with Psychostick, and we're here at Dirtfest, ready to play some humorcore for everybody. Hopefully they won't boo us. That's the idea.
Now when you say humorcore, can you tell us in your opinion, what does that exactly mean?
Humorcore is basically comedy metal. Like humorcore was the genre that we made for ourselves back when the cores were a big deal. Like there was emo core, deathcore, peanut butter core. It was happening all over the place. So we made our own, just so we could confuse more people. And it worked.
Now you personally, how did you first get started in music? Did you come from like a musical family? And what were your early influences?
Well, I got started, I met Josh in high school, sophomore year, and we both had marching band together, so that was pretty much how the band started. I do have a musical family on my dad's side, and there's a lot of, my great-grandfather was probably the biggest music person in our family. He just played guitar for his family all the time, so guitar and sing and write all these hokey little old-timey country songs, so it was really awesome. And, I guess, what was the other question?
Early influences.
Early influences. I would say got me inspired to be in a metal band would be Pantera, Machine Head, and Seven Dust, who's playing today, which is kind of cool.
Now thinking back to like your early childhood memories, what was your first real vivid music experience? Be it like a first concert or
well, my first concert wasn't until I was about 15, because I grew up in a very small town called Odessa, Texas.
And I have 2 exes from Odessa, that's crazy.
All your exes are in Texas, is what
well,
you're
saying? I have 2 from Odessa, dude, that's crazy. Like, of all cities, like, that's a small place.
Yeah, yeah. But, so there wasn't a lot of options, and I can't stand country music, so when the big I saw, my first concert was Bush and Goo Goo Dolls, and that was interesting. I was like, whoa, that's loud, and I didn't expect it or anything, so it was pretty cool. And but before that, it was like I'd get a CD. I remember being a kid and getting a Bon Jovi CD at some point, and yeah. And I didn't really get into music till I was older, and I was an angry teenager, and I had discovered angry music, so that was really pretty much my earliest.
Now, do you dabble with any other instruments? Like maybe it's not your main instrument, but you like to play around with anything? Is there anything like you play around with? Well,
I sometimes I'll dabble with guitar a little bit, just acoustically, and then I also I like to write on the computer with the keyboard plugged in and just noodle around a little bit. But no, not. I used to play trombone back in high school, but I didn't like playing that. So it wasn't very fun for me. A lot of people were like, man, what's wrong with you? That's awesome.
Yeah, do some ska, yo.
Yeah, I didn't like ska at the time. I do now. At the time, I was like, that's too happy. I'm angry. So, yeah.
Okay, I have 3 questions that I ask everyone.
Okay.
They kind of sound like some hogwash, but there's, swear to God, a psychological basis behind them.
Okay.
First one, if you were a unicorn and you could be any color but white, what color would you be, and would you have any special powers?
I would be green. I'd be the bright lime green unicorn that hurt everybody's eyes. And my special power would be to excrete ice cream.
That'd
be just recycling.
On the topic of dairy, if you were a yogurt, would you be mixed fruit on the bottom, what flavor, and keep in mind this does not have to be a traditional flavor.
I would be, let's see, yogurt. Well, I've been a yogurtini, and I tend to like to get the weird ones. Like, I think one of my favorites was the root beer yogurt. That was delicious. And I put like Reese's peanut butter cups in it or something.
Oh,
so yeah, it's not really a fruit, but
it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, hey,
that
it should be a
better.
fruit. Yeah.
Okay, the last of the psychological questions. Describe yourself as far as physical characteristics, temperaments, whatever, as either your choice, a dog, a cat, or a cartoon.
Or a cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I would be more cat-like, because I'm introverted. I'm kind of like, you know, leave me alone. I'm gonna go over here and, I don't know, lick my armpit. I just, like, I can't reach, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more fun question. What is your biggest musical fantasy? Feel free to pull in dead people.
Honestly, and this is going to be a really lame answer, but I want to just do this and not have to worry about money. That's it. I don't care so much about like meeting rock stars or getting autographs or giving high fives to dead like Jimi Hendrix or anything, which would be cool, but I just want to do this and be financially content, it's a lot to ask.
Yeah.
But then I think I'd be 100% content with that. I don't expect perfection, you know, because this is the real world, you know.
Right.
But this is the fantasy, so it's kind of a lame answer, isn't it?
It's okay.
Yeah. I'll take it though.
What are some of the things that you're working on currently or in the future that people can expect?
Well, after this tour, which is called the Shoot Tour, we're on with American Head Charge right now. And when that's done, we're going to go home and start writing and recording our next follow-ups, as in plural.
Nice.
We're also going to be shooting a lot more videos, and I'm going to be dabbling in kind of a little solo thingy here, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, really? What would that be about?
I really don't have an answer for you yet. It's just, I'm getting weird ideas, and whenever it starts to form, even if I don't even know if I'll get to it. That's the thing, because I'll be so busy with the Psychostick stuff. So, yeah. But we're gonna be crazy busy with that. So.
Nice. Now, on the topic of writing, for you personally, what comes first? Is it the drums, the guitars, lyrics, or something else entirely? And has the process changed at all over the years?
Concept is first. We get the idea. And then we flesh out the lyrics, and then we write the music to support the lyrics. We find that that's better for us because since we're so lyric heavy, you know, a lot of bands can just get away with going rah, 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 and it's just heavy. But you got to hear what we're saying because we're comedy. So we start with the lyrics. It used to be kind of music first, and then we kind of shape the lyrics around that. But it just, it doesn't feel intuitive that way. I just feel like does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, also on that concept of comedy, what were some of your biggest comedic influences?
Oh, I would have to say like The Simpsons is one of them because it goes way back to when I was a kid. Family Guy a little bit, and a lot of really old cheesy slapstick movies like Naked Gun, Wrongfully Accused, anything with Leslie Nielsen. Those movies, or me and Josh would like hang out on the weekends when we were in high school and just watch those. So, yeah, those are it for us. I mean, there's no comedians really that influence us, just movies.
Nothing like Monty Python?
Oh, absolutely. Monty Python, yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Awesome. Now, if people are looking online, where can they find your music? Like, what are your websites?
Psychostick.com, and you can even go to Google and misspell it wrong, and it'll fix it for you. So I'm not going to get on your case for misspelling your name. Already done that. It's tired. Yeah, and you'll see a little tab called Music, and just click on it, and you can listen to all of our albums right on the page if you wanted to.
Nice.
So, or you can go to our store and buy the albums if you like them. So.
Nice. And are you guys like on Twitter or anything?
Yes, we're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything. We're on everything. We're a bunch of nerds. So.
Nice. Now, as far as being on the road, what are 3 things that you must have with you when you are on the road?
3 things. I must have my computer I dabble. I have a webcomic that I draw with, or draw on. I have to have that because I love doing that. I would also have to say underwear and my DS. a Nintendo DS, 3DS.
Nice. Now, do you have any advice for musicians who are just starting out?
Well, the general idea is to find guys that you get along with. I think that's the most important thing. It comes before the music, which a lot of band guys might argue with me on that. But I find that it's most important to get along with your band before anything. Because a lot of bands, I've seen so many bands start, but they're all dysfunctional. They just clash and they just explode and freak out. Like I hear so many huge bands have to take separate tour buses because they just can't get along. Like, why are you together? You know what I mean? So it takes the fun away, you know? And then after that, and you find the guys you like, go on tour, do a regional tour, like book it, go out, and you're gonna lose money. It's just how it is. And if you guys can survive that and survive recording an album, full-length album, then I think then you could probably keep going. But you have to go through all that stuff first, and it's harder than you might think.
Well, that's very true. Now, for you personally, what is the scariest thing about either being on the road or in the music business?
Scariest.
Or the not so glamorous?
Well, the scariest is running completely out of cash and being stuck in the middle of nowhere. But that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So that's, and you know, sometimes, I mean, one time we slid off the road twice on icy roads, and that was pretty scary.
Where was that at?
It was, once was in Nevada, the other one's Wyoming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's really it. I mean, it doesn't scare me anymore. It's just, you know, sometimes there's frustrations, but that's any job, so.
As far as travel goes, what is your favorite place to travel to? And is there anywhere that you have not been to that you would like to go to? And it can be personal travel too.
Well, as far as shows go, definitely right now I think, actually around here is pretty sweet, and then St. Louis is one of our better places. And I would like to go to Europe.
Any place specific?
No, just the whole thing. You get a lot of messages. Come to Europe, come to Europe. I'm like, oh, come on, I want to go. And we're trying to make it happen. It's just, you got to find the right guy with the right connection, with the right band that's going, and it's like, hey, come on with us. We're working on that. So if you're European and you're watching this, hang in there. Please, we're trying. It's so hard. Boom.
And what is your personal favorite way to travel?
Well, I guess fancy van. I don't know. I haven't ridden a train in a long time. I did go to Germany when I was a kid, and that was pretty fun. I would like flying more if they didn't molest you, you know.
Yeah, right.
So I used to fly all the time. Now I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's the crappiest answer I could have possibly given.
So that's okay. As far as your album that you have out right now, can you pick one track and kind of go through it with us? Like maybe one of your favorites or noteworthy for whatever reason. What you personally dig about it as far as maybe musical technique-wise goes?
Well, my favorite song on our newest album is Methane Crescendo, which we haven't even done live yet, and I'm kind of irritated by that. But it's a song that Josh wrote, and it's about farts. But I like it because it's a very angry song, and I just like how the recording turned out, and I like the performance on it a whole lot. And it's pretty much it. This is my favorite song. It's like jams really hard and blah blah blah. So
Cool.
One of these days we'll play it.
Is there anything we have not talked about that you would like to plug, promote, things we want to make sure we add in, things people should know about?
Well, the social stuff, like come say hi to us on Facebook and MySpace, Twitter, whatever. No, not MySpace, we don't go there anymore. But you know what I mean, like just we're all over the place, say hi, we'll always message you back, we'll always talk to you, we're super chill, super friendly. At shows, come say hi. We're not rock stars, not even close. I wish we were, but we're not. That sound vain? I don't know.
You never know. Never say never.
Yeah. But yeah, we love what we do, and we want you to share that with you guys. So definitely say hi.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And have a beautiful rest of the time at Dirtfest.
Yeah, in about less than an hour I get to play acoustic.
Nice. We're looking forward to that. Now, this is your first time playing an acoustic set, right?
Second time.
Second?
First time was a disaster. We're prepared this time.
No, what happened the first time?
Oh, we showed up and they're like, hey, you're on the acoustic stage. We're like, what? We had no idea. So we just kind of had to borrow some guitars and just fiddle fart through. We were in the wrong tuning, and it was fun. Now we're ready though. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks once again, and have a good one.
Yeah.